Hi guys, right before the video starts I need to put a quick message out there that our regular Thursday chat with myself and Zahir is going to have to be postponed till Friday because I'm going away with Andrea for our 10th wedding anniversary. We're going away to stay in a hotel for the night over in Cambridge. So yeah, not going to be doing a live broadcast from the hotel. We're going to postpone that till Friday. So Friday at 6 is the plan. We will do our chat then. Hi guys, it's Nick. How are you doing? Right, I've got a bit of a media haul for you. And when I say a bit of a media haul, it's a bit of an epic media haul. You may have seen the last video I uploaded where I said about the charity shops local to me, the hospice ones, having a big clearance. Well, I went to all the other 4 that I could get to and they all had the same deal on. In fact, it was better. It was as cheap as 5 media items for £1 in some of them. So I went pretty berserk. Then I went out on the Saturday to the boot sale, got a bit of a haul there. Then we went to a local village festival thing where they had, well, it was really just one family stall that we hit really hard and got a load of stuff there. So I've ended up with, this is just going to be media stuff in this video. I've put it behind me so you can see some of it there and there, etc, etc. And that's not all of it, there's still stuff boxed up. I've gone through some of it and to give you an idea of some of the values on some of this stuff. But yeah, just thought I'd give you a bit of an overview. So the majority of this, that banging's going to drive me nuts. Stop now. The majority of this was from the charity shops. And like I say, I was paying as little as 20p an item from them. There's a big haul of box sets that I'll talk about in a minute that came from a car boot sale and various other bits. So yeah, I'll start with actually my favourite pickup out of the whole lot of this. Now, I was at a stall negotiating a deal on some other random stuff. And Andrea said, Nick, when you're done, come over here because I've found some media stuff. Andrea doesn't like to do the whole scanning into Amazon stuff. And that's kind of what I do. So I went over and she'd found some CDs. So I scanned a load of them and we bought these. Now, these were reasonable. These were all 50p. I think they were 50p. This one, Overland, which is a band I've never heard of, it's got a pretty good rank on Amazon, and the cheapest currently is £75 for a used one. New, they're ridiculously priced. So yeah, going to send that one in, see what happens. Like I say, never heard of Overland, but anyway. So we've got that. We've got the sealed double Streisand pack, which I don't think there's any FBA. And she's making a comeback at the moment, so I'm going to send that in, price that high, probably 20 odd. And then some general sealed stuff, Def Leppard's latest album, this Live in London, Heat Live in London, which has fairly good value on FBA, the Shires, which is for us, prog rock compilation sealed, it does pretty well, and an Elvis one. So we were buying those, and then the lady said, if you're into your music, I've got some vinyl somewhere. And I don't really buy vinyl, but I said, okay, I'll have a look. And she bought this out of the back of the car. And they're all sealed. Totally bizarre that she had them. And then, so I had a look and thought, yep, totally interested in these. They're all Emerson, Lake and Palmer, or ELP, as you can see there. They're the modern reissues from, I think, 2012, remastered and reissued. So there's that one. Like I say, all brand new and sealed. There's this Tarkus one, again Emerson, Lake and Palmer, all the remastered reissued ones, and Pictures at an Exhibition, which unfortunately the seal has slightly ripped there. And then we asked how much they were and she said £1 each, so we grabbed those as well. Now these sell on Amazon new at £21.99, that's what Amazon are selling them for. So I'm going to send them into FBA around that price, and yeah, should get it no problem. So they were from the boot sale. Shout out to Margaret. Margaret is a huge Firefly fan. I must admit I've never watched it. I know nothing about it, but this was on a stall for 50p, so I bought the box set. That's the complete first series, I assume. It just says the complete series. Another stall, they had a load of games. There were plenty of games out and about at the car boot sale, but most of them are way overpriced. I was finding so little. And then I wandered up to a stall, and I was feeling quite jaded about it by that point, and thought, do I even ask? But I did, and the young man there, he was a little kid selling his own stuff, basically, and he just said 50p each. So I just took everything. Nothing amazing in here. Ben 10 on the Wii, Just Dance 4 on the Wii, which still has some value. Kinect Adventures, which is worth nothing, but they're worth having for when you pick up a Kinect. Wally on the Wii, which isn't too bad. FIFA 15 on the Xbox One has virtually no value, but at 50p I wasn't going to leave it behind. And Kinect Sports 1 and 2, which sell okay as a pair. 2 actually has okay value, but I'll probably pair them up. So that was those. I paid a £5 on a different stall for this Dexter, which is complete 1 to 5, and I'm going to send this to FBA and shoot top end for 25 on that. Then I found a stall and a woman was clearing out her DVD collection. She had approximately 50 to 60 box sets, and I was looking through them. I was trying to scan them, but they were all on the top of the stall. Well, actually most were on the top of the stall and some were in bags underneath. So the ones underneath I was scanning into Amazon to get an idea what was worth picking up. She wanted £2 a box set, which is perfectly reasonable, but as a reseller you need to have a certain amount of margin in an item to make it worth picking up. So anyway, I scanned a load and ummed and ahed and then moved on because I couldn't find much that was really worth it. Went back before I left and decided that I'd try and make a deal with her, and I said, if you did them at £1 each, I'll take 30 of them. And she thought about it very briefly and then just said, yeah, that's fine. There was a guy at this point where I was negotiating that with her and then giving her the money, and I talked about which ones I was going to take, etc. A guy who I see quite a lot, and he's a dealer and he buys computer games, DVDs and CDs. He's pretty much a media dealer. He turned up and he was rummaging around under the table, and as I was sorting out with her, he spoke to the other lady on the stall and said, well, if he's getting that deal at £1 each, can I have this bag full? And gave her some money and went. And he had a bag full of the really good stuff that was part of the deal I was negotiating, and I was livid with the guy, but he was off. Never saw him again, so that kind of peed me off, to be honest, but I did really well out of it. I'll show you some of the stuff I got from that. Well, behind me here, these Stargates, I got the complete 1 to 8 of Stargate. Not great money in them individually, but as a complete 1 to 8 set, I'm going to look for about 50 quid on those. I ended up with, like I say, I had found 30 that I wanted, or just over 30, but this bloke made off with about 10 of them. I ended up with 22 box sets and paid £22, so it's fine. That included these 3, 21 Jump Street, Johnny Depp. It's a TV series that kind of what got him started in his career, really. They're good. There's very few FBA sellers, and I'm going to shoot for £20 each on FBA with those. You can get them a lot cheaper from Merchant Fulfilled, but I'm going to shoot for that. And then loads of other good stuff. Up here, you can see, if I can do it without switching the view, all this sort of stuff. Bones and Buffy, Dark Angel. That Heroes is quite good. That's the complete series 1 to 3. So yeah, did pretty well out of that. Let me just switch the view and I'll quickly scan through the other stuff. Right, so most of this is all the stuff I got from the charity shop. Clearance, as cheap as 20p an item. These are quite nice. Riven and Exile. These are old PC Myst games. Don't think there's much value in them. But at 20p I was always going to take them. A load of sealed stuff again. A lot of this I scanned. It's an 8 CD Tango box set. That's not too bad. A load of audiobooks. I think the one I was buying those in was 4 for £1, so they were 25p each. A few games. These were at the car boot sale, actually. They weren't from the charity shop. Got Ice Road Truckers box set for £1, and another one. Yeah, just loads of pretty good stuff. Definitely at the price I was getting it at. Load of Disney bits. So yeah, that's that. Oh, I got this at the boot sale. Charlie and Lola complete. That's quite a good one to pick up. Had that a few times. I think I paid £1 on that. And then a few bits here that I'll show you in a little bit more detail to give you an idea of what I can get back on some of this stuff. Okay, so I've looked up some of this stuff. Checked whether it's better to send it to FBA or eBay or whatever. And I can give you a rough idea of what I'm looking to achieve on these. So there's a Chuck sealed box set. That's going to FBA, going to ask about 12. This was an interesting one. This was part of that big deal I got with the Stargate. Second Sight. This is, what's his name? Clive Owen. Never even heard of the series. Quite a good rank, and I'll be looking at about £30 on that. Seems to be hard to get hold of, so that's one to look out for. A couple of games. These were at the village fair thing where they had this one family stall, and we got so much stuff from there. Heaps of toys and games, a whole crate of books, and some media, which included these. This Xbox 360 Mud game, didn't think it'd be anything special, but scanned it. Seems to do pretty well. I'm going to send it to FBA at £20. Lego Pirates Caribbean, not much money in it, but their games, what were they, £1 I think I paid. That I'm going to shoot for £8 on FBA. Now, going back to the charity shop sale, like I say, I went around all the different hospice shops in my local area, and they all had it on. I went to one of the ones in Stevenage, and media, they had mix and match between DVDs, CDs and books, everything 5 for £1. So I grabbed a load of that stuff that I've already scanned you through, was from there, and I picked up these. Now this is a series called Medium, with Patricia Arquette in it, I think that's her name. We used to watch this actually, good series, and I grabbed those, and they were marked at £1, but this deal was like a coverall deal, and I thought, fantastic, I was going to get 5 for £1. And the ladies at the till put everything through at that offer, and then this guy came up who was a volunteer there and said that they weren't prepared to do these box sets in the deal, even though they'd already put through a load of other box sets. But anyway, so they said we're going to have to do the sticker price on those, which kind of miffed me because there were signs up everywhere saying what the deal was. But anyway, the way I looked at it, if I saw these in there on a regular day at £1, I would have bought them all anyway. If I saw them at a boot sale at £1, I would have bought them anyway. It was a fair deal, so I just went for it. There's not much money in these individually. Selling them as a bundle, you can do pretty well. There's some of the later series you can get good money on individually, but the early ones not really. And unfortunately, I'm missing series 3 and the last one, which is 7. 7's quite hard to get hold of. I might try and pick up a cheap 3 and then sell the set. Don't know yet. So that was those. This was a strange thing, the 12th Man. It's like sports stories and stuff, I think. I don't really know. But FBA, I'm going to shoot for about £10 on that. This was part of the everything was 5 for £1 deal. A random classical CD that I'm going to shoot for £20 for on Amazon. Again, 20p. Musicals, South Pacific, King and I, Oklahoma box set. Going to shoot for £8 on FBA. Again, 20p. Bear Grylls, Born Survivor. I was surprised this has fairly good value. I'm going to shoot for £10 on that one. Again, 20p it cost me. Max and Paddy, still holding its value. I just sold one last night on Amazon actually for 11 or thereabouts, so I'm going to shoot for the same on that one. And just loads of it, it goes on and on. This I think was from the one in Baldock, where I think that was 4 for £1 over there at that point. So 25p, ooh, expensive. Yeah, this is interesting. Kath and Kim TV series. seems to be holding its value. Going to shoot for 8 on that. This was in the same shop, so 25p, factory sealed underneath the card slip sleeve, and this is Tremors 1, 2 and 3. And I'm going to shoot for £20. There's no FBA on that. Has a good rank, so I'm going to shoot high on that one. Bill Bailey collection, again 25p. No FBA sellers. Good rank. Going to shoot high for Christmas at 25 on that. There's the original price. Look, 250. So I probably would have bought it anyway at that if I'd have scanned it and done my research. But it was part of the deal, so that was 25p. Another interesting one, this sports thing. I think this is, yeah, World Cup double. So it's got the 66 and the 66 football England World Cup victory. And I'm guessing that's the 03 rugby World Cup victory. No FBA again. Perfect gift item for Christmas. Going to shoot high, £25. And it goes on. This is a TV series, Heart of Dixie. Going to shoot for £10 on eBay for that one. Can't remember the reason why. I might have been restricted. Grantchester sealed. Not much value. £4.50 I'm going to go for. This was an interesting one. Kiss of Death. Never heard of it. £8 FBA. I'm going to go for. And it goes on. This was nice. This was actually at the boot sale for 50p. I may well keep this. This is the Beatles 67 to 70. There's two of these. There's the red album and the blue album. Very, very nice thing. Don't know what it's worth, but may keep it. Load of Twilight stuff. No money in these unless you get all 5, which I have there. So they'll go as a bundle. Just loads of it. Frozen with a little lenticular sleeve. That is so cool. I think that was at the boot sale actually. Yeah, and it just goes on and on. It's been an epic haul. I really need to get organised and get everything that's going to FBA just sent off because I can't move in here. We picked up tons and tons of toys and games over the weekend as well. I'll do a little bit of a haul and a roundup of that. Got some interesting South Park stuff that I'll show you. But yeah, that's the media. A bit of an overview of the media haul I got. Loved finding that vinyl. That was my favourite pickup of the weekend, really. You just never see sealed vinyl at a car boot. Andrea and I couldn't work out why she had them. And if they were hers, she'd know how expensive they were. So perhaps they were promo or something. Who knows? But they will go straight into Amazon. Anyway, I'll leave you there. Stop waffling. I need to say as well, our regular Thursday chat is going to be on Friday instead this week. Actually, I'll edit in a reminder of that at the beginning. So if you heard the one at the beginning, I'm repeating myself. Anyway, I'll leave you there. Please give it a thumbs up and I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye for now.